right, Shalom, all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Rakak Wadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders, a great millstone for teaching and ruling in the scriptures. Salutations to Akim across the world, pushing his word in truth and in sincerity with charity. And this is just going to be a land backing lesson, through the spirit. Concerning, I'm going to put an image up of the lesson, done by the elder in South Carolina, Manasseh Zakba. All right, concerning the conduct of the men that presented themselves out on the highways and byways for Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai. And, from the scriptures, if you go to the book of Romans, the 13th chapter, it tells us that Esau has been given the world, so to speak. All right, Esau has been given the rulership, so we can't really dismantle that. All right, we have to really, to be honest, abide by his rules and regulations. All right, if they don't, interfere with us serving the Lord, as far as different commandments that can't be broken. All right, thus saith the law, but we can't keep everything to the law. But in Esau's kingdom, the things that we are in control of, all right, that we are allowed by the Lord, leniency in his kingdom, we ought to take advantage of those things. And that's just a whole perspective of moving wisely, as King David did. It says he moved wisely in all his ways. All right, and then you had during the time of the Maccabees, and I think it's a spirit, because I think the elder Benji here in Chicago, he went into how the Romans and he went into Paul and how they were treated, or they were respected generously through the spirit by Esau. Why? Because they were in the ways and spirit of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai. And you go into like the Maccabees, how the Maccabees brothers, they were so valiant in warfare, and to the point where even Esau, as the Romans, wanted to make alliances with Jake. So really, you can utilize, because we are the right hand of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai. They are the left hand, and with us being the right hand, we are able to move as a serpent on the right hand side. Let me get this scripture real quick. This is Matthew chapter 10. For the low, Matthew chapter 10. Let's see, close that. Matthew chapter 10, verse 16. Behold, I send you forth as sheep in the midst of wolves. All right. So Esau is a great wolf. All right, as well as all these other people around us, man. We got to deal with these people in wisdom, out on the highways and byways, especially. And as soon as it's low, this app always acts up. Let's see here real quick. Bear with me 1 second. Let me just get it in. See if I can get it in the etymology. So in the etymology, is the wolf. It's a noun. It says Old English wolf, a wolfish person. It says a devil, and that's who Esau is, man. The devil that the Bible speaks of, and the word devil, all right, it goes back to the Greek word diablos or diablos. It means basically a deceiver. And the scripture speaks of us being deceivers yet true. So we are on the right hand side of moving, all right, according to wisdom, even in our captivity amongst Esau, man, because we're not carnal. We have no power. He knows this, and we know this. So getting carnal with Esau, a power that rules and has established world dominance by carnality, is not going to work. The smoother things work with Esau because he's not spiritual. Okay, it says, and that's really it. I'm gonna get a basic answer. That's the spirit. See if I can load it, because I can't really load it in this blue letter. So let me see if I can load it again. If not, then okay, let's see. Let's see if I can get it in the Greek. Yeah, it's acting up. Okay, you know what? This is Matthew 10:16. It always acts up when I do the lesson. Matthew 10:16. Behold, I send you forth as sheep in the midst of wolves. Be therefore wise as serpents and harmless as doves. So we're supposed to be harmless. We're supposed to be sheep. All right, as Yahushua is called the Lamb, we're supposed to be coming in the same stead and spirit and mind. All right, according to prophecy. As you know, men that actually teach the word and push out this word, all right, out of the Bible that everybody claims they believe in on the earth, man. Let's see here if it'll load again. All right, so here's the Greek for wolves.
Strong's G 3074. Lucas.
It says a metaphor of cruel, greedy, rapacious, destructive men. That's Esau. That's all. And these people have the spirit of Esau in them. So it's really just, you know, we have to move wisely amongst all these people, even on the highways and byways amongst with our people too. But especially with Esau, if he's going to come up and be, you know, with his centurions, that's when you're supposed to exercise and apply wisdom. All right. Especially, you know, because all that I seen in the videos, and I think the Elder Manasseh Zagba and Elder Benji here in Chicago, they said the same thing. They were saying the same things because it was through the Spirit. We have to deal with Esau wisely, man. You know, it tells you in Deuteronomy the 7th chapter, we're a greater people. Roughly paraphrasing Deuteronomy 7:6, we are greater people than him. All right. And we have the Most High with us in his wisdom. So that's why the Lord said to be wise amongst these people that are wolves, that are seeking to devour the lamb. Matthew 10:16. Behold, I send you forth as sheep in the midst of wolves. Be therefore wise as serpents and harmless as doves. And that's really the point, man. You see? This is Luke 10. Luke 10:3, it says, go your ways. All right. We're in the midst of it. We have to live in a society. We have to maintain the spirit, serving the Lord. Just as Lot did, man. just as Noah did. All right. In this world, they were in Sodom and Gomorrah. They were in, the old world before the flood, where wickedness got to its height and wicked rulers were in control. We're in the same position, except this is what Esau and the Lord gave us the guidelines. All right. Luke 10:3, go your ways. Go your ways. Behold, I sent you forth as lambs among wolves. There's the word wolves again, man. You see? Let me get another scripture real quick. I don't want to make this too long. Just something real quick, man. This is Colossians 4:5. Walk in wisdom toward them that are without, redeeming the time. All right. It says, let your speech be always with grace, seasoned with salt, that ye may know how ye ought to answer every man. And that teaches you, that spirit and understanding of this scripture teaches you that when you are confronted with the centurions of the nation of Edom, the so-called white man, it tells you here that if you're utilizing wisdom and the knowledge and growing in it, that you would know how you ought to answer every man, including a centurion or a officer of this country, man. This is what the wisdom helps you do, and that's what spirit. That's the same exact spirit that King David walked in. And that's why it says, and David moved wisely in all his ways. He knew how to answer every man. He knew how to answer a centurion. He played like he was retarded, man, amongst our enemies, using the wisdom. You see? So that's what we are supposed to do. Let's get another scripture real quick. This is Matthew chapter 5. This is one we all know. Matthew chapter 5 verse 25. Agree with thine adversary quickly, whilst thou art in the way with him. That's the centurion coming into your you going into a situation with a centurion like you seen on the video teaching. Agree with thine adversary quickly. He's coming up. What is he doing? He's telling you, you gotta move. Y'all can't teach her. Y'all too loud. You gotta move to another spot. If you listen, you'll hear him say things like that. You know? It says, agree with thine adversary quickly, whilst thou art in the way with him, lest at any time the adversary deliver thee to the judge, and the judge deliver thee to the officer. When you're going through them court systems, when you gotta get put in and go to the damn when you have to go to their the lockup, the town lockup, and then they put you in a cell, and then you're waiting, then you get out or you don't, and you got to see the judge. This is the process that it's talking about, and we're given the wisdom to avoid how to avoid it. Matthew 5 and 25. Agree with thine adversary quickly, whilst thou art in the way with him, lest at any time the adversary deliver thee to the judge, and the judge deliver thee to the officer, and thou be cast into prison. As these men, as the men in this video experienced. But you have to be moving in wisdom, utilizing the scripture in the situations like that, so that you avoid, all right, going through this situation and getting cast into prison. It says, verily, I say unto thee, let's see real quick. Verily, I say unto thee, thou shalt by no means come out thence. So you're gonna be in that cell, and you know how Esau shit is expensive for you, and Jake don't got it. So it's very pivotal that we move wisely, because we can't afford to be doing that, and it makes the ministry look bad. First and foremost, you see, we can't, because it tells you that the ministry cannot be blamed. You could, stuff like that. We could be blamed for that, Although the elder said he doesn't see it going that far, but the Lord does, whatever He'd want to do with Esau. Matthew 5 and 26. Verily I say unto thee, thou shalt by no means come out thence till thou hast paid the utmost farthing. So you're gonna pay a pretty pennies to get out, man. When you could have avoided this by doing what? Walking in wisdom. See? Let me get another scripture. I'm gonna end it off here. I don't want to make it too long. This is the book of Ephesians, chapter 5 and 14. It says, wherefore he saith, awake thou that sleepest. We were asleep. We didn't understand the will of Yahweh Shem Yahushua through wisdom, knowledge, and understanding of who we are. And the times, we didn't understand what times we were living in. Now we do. And arise from the dead, and Yahweh shall give thee light. Light is this wisdom, knowledge, and understanding. Isaiah 33 and 6 says, wisdom and knowledge shall be the stability of thy times. Utilizing wisdom would have had that situation avoided, man. Ephesians 5 and 15. See then that ye walk circumspectly, not as fools, but as wise. We can't make foolish, decisions and act foolishly in situations like that. We got to walk as wise, redeeming the time, because the days are evil. Wherefore be ye not unwise, but understanding what the will of the Lord is, man. The will of the Lord is for Esau to be in power, and we are under subjection to him until the Lord sees fit to take us out from underneath him, excuse me. We've been unlocked spiritually. Now, we can't do anything physically. We are to wait, all right? And we are to what? Be subject to the higher power, which is Esau. If it doesn't conflict with what we're doing for Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, that's the wisdom, man. Okay? And amongst these people. Because these people are getting more bugged out. So in all aspects and areas, ultimately, you know? So that was just something real quick, you know, to the point. Wisdom is what's going to be our stability. Wisdom and knowledge and understanding, man. Call all Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, Ba'ashem, Rakakwadash, double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone for teaching and ruling on the scriptures. Salutations to Akim across the world, pushing his word in truth and in sincerity and with charity. Shalom and Abba Babal.